my daughter's father wants her overnights. And I'm like, what are the chances? What are the chances that you bring her to that house where she's, by the way, court ordered not to spend overnight? What are the chances that something happens to her? He was like, there's no chance of that. I was like, is there? Is there no chance? Because the last time I checked, when she's sleeping in my bed or in her own bed in this house, there's zero chance. Zero chance of that ever happening. You have your father in that house, you have your mother in that house, you have your sister in that house. She sometimes has a boyfriend over. You have your cousins over, you have your aunties over. There's so many people in that house. What are the chances? Do you know? There's no chance. Bullshit. Bullshit. 9 out of 10 child abuse cases happen in the family. There's some sick people in my family. I'm like, you're probably the sick one if you're saying that. 9 out of 10. You cannot ignore that. And if you choose to ignore that, you are mentally ill. Do not ever trust your family with your kids. You don't know. Nobody does. Well, one thing's for sure. Those babies are safe. As long as they are with me. As long as I don't leave them with my mom, my dad, my sisters. They're not being left unattended with a babysitter regularly. It's like, oh, it has to be an emergency. Like an absolute emergency. I have court. I'm in the hospital. I'm debilitated somehow. And that is the only time the kids are ever without me. Other than that, zero chance of any of that happening. And I take great pride in that. I was abused in the school system. My kids are homeschooled. I am preventing what happened to me as a child from happening to my children. And I am implicating what I have learned. I am applying it to my life. Because of our race, that we have less of a chance to survive in this world. Because of my family history, they have less of a chance of surviving. And so as a parent, I have to take that all into consideration. And not just breaking the cycles of my own parents, but also the parents of the fathers of the children. Right? Like, Eulogy's father lives in a house with his parents. He won't ever be financially independent. He will always be dependent on them until the day his parents die. How the fuck is he gonna survive without them? He's gonna be dependent on family until the day he dies. That marriage between his parents, miserable. The grandmother of my daughter is the breadwinner. She earns most of the money. That house is mostly hers. But her husband, fat motherfucker, goes out to work. On his way home, stops to spend money almost every goddamn time. And then he comes home and he puts his fucking feet up. She does all the cooking. She does all the washing. Her job never ends. And it's his house. No, never. I would never let that happen to me. And that would have been my life if I would have stayed with my daughter's father. No. So I gotta break that cycle. I gotta prevent that from repeating itself. So I'm gonna teach my daughter about that type of relationship and how to avoid it. Right? Like, you are born a female, but that doesn't mean that you are born a slave to man. It doesn't mean that it's your duty to serve them and cater to them while they fucking go out and cheat on you. They come home, they think that they fucking worked all day and therefore they deserve to rest, and you don't. Right? And then the cycles of Jade's mother, because his father died of cancer. He had cancer in his spine. So Jade's mother had to flee from Jade's father. And so Jade's father, he knew his father, and he knew his father to be an alcoholic, living on the res, a lazy hunter. Sorry, I'm having a moment here. So when his mother had to flee from his father, She raised the kids in a shack with no running water, no electricity, filthy conditions. Like, she told me, she was like, if Children Family Services had ever known that she was raising them in that shack for that time, they probably would have been apprehended. Like, that's how bad it was. She said that she used to drink and drive and go to bingo. And she said that she got caught driving like that once, and they threatened to take her kids, and she never did it again. I'm like, maybe you just never got caught doing it again.